Hi, I'm Jem Lasky. I'm a rehabilitation engineer at Magic Mobility, and I'm just going to be talking to you today a little bit about the demo process. There are roughly 4 steps to the demo process. So the first step is the initial consultation. The second step is setting up the equipment for the demo. The third step is the demo itself. And the fourth step is whether there's any follow-up after. The demo process is so important because it gives the client an opportunity to really think about what they want from their new chair, think about whether their current chair has any limitations or whether they would like anything to be improved, and to really try a variety of different chairs and different options to see what's going to work best for them. The first step of the demo process is the initial consultation, which will usually come from your occupational therapist, but it could also come from the client. So whether you call us or email us through our social media, at that stage I normally try and get as much of a background as I can with what you're wanting from your wheelchair, a rough idea of the seating that you require, and also any seating dimensions. Another really big thing to consider is your goals, so what you're wanting to achieve from your chair, and also your lifestyle needs, so where will you be using the chair. By the end of the initial consultation, I'll have a really good idea of where to start with the demo, so a rough idea of how to get the chair set up best for the demo. So the second stage of the demo is getting the chair set up and ready. So I will work with our equipment technician here. I'll give him a list of all the specifications that we need and he'll get the chair set up. That will usually take about a day, and then I'll just check afterwards to make sure that it's all good to go for the demo appointment. It's also really important for you as the user to think about a couple of things before the demo appointment. So think about where you want to be able to take the chair, if you need to be able to take it to work, if you need to take it down to the shops down the road and there are some particularly nasty curves you need to check at the demo appointment. It's worth thinking about those things beforehand. So the third stage is the demo appointment itself, and usually I will bring the chair to either your home or your workplace or wherever you think you're most likely to use the chair and the best place to trial it. So the main thing for me about the demo appointment is just getting to know you as the user. It's the first time we've met. I want to know about your circumstances, where you want to drive the chair, how you're going in your current chair, whether you have any limitations or anything you'd like to improve. Getting to know your home environment, so just making sure that the chair will be able to get around as you would like it to. At the demo stage as well, it's a really good idea if you have any regular carers or family members who will also be using your chair. It's really good to have them present so they can have their input as well and just make sure that the chair is going to work for everybody. By the end of the demo appointment, we should have a really good idea about what sort of features you require for the chair. So that's when we can go through the script, go through all the options for the base, options for the seating, and whether any modifications or custom items are required. It's also a good opportunity to talk about funding and pricing with your therapist as well. So quite often at the first demo appointment, if the equipment's not quite set up correctly or if we need to make any changes, I'll often suggest that we can do a follow-up appointment. So set up the chair a little bit better now that I've met you, and there's even the option that I can leave the chair with you for a couple of days so you can try it in your own environment and in your own time. Once the demo's finished, we'll have a good idea of the specification needed, so that I can then put a quote together which I'll either send to your therapist or to yourself, which can then go to the funding body for approval. After providing you the quote, I'm then available if you have any further questions for follow-up. Choosing the right wheelchair for you is a hugely important decision. I would always encourage you to trial other options out there as well. There are lots of other wheelchairs on the market, so it's a good idea to trial as many options as you can to really find out what works best for you. A good little tip from me is to make pros and cons lists. So for the chairs that you do trial, write a list of all the things that work well and a list of things that you might want to change.